Hi Matthew, hi Tiffin, how are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you, Matthew?
I'm doing good, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi. Hi Sadvik. Can you all turn on your cameras, please? Thanks, Matthew. If it is possible to turn on the cameras, please turn on your cameras. Okay, we have more people joining in. Let's wait for a few minutes and then we will start. Hello, hi Pratham, hi Tejasvi, Anaya, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, let us wait for 1 or 2 more minutes, then we'll start. Okay, everyone here is sitting for the AD Math exam.
Yes.
Anyone who is from extended or international math?
I'm from Extended Math, ma'am.
Okay.
Miss, I'm from International.
Okay. So just the course structure, just the marks and the weightage would be a little different, but otherwise the tips and tricks would be the same for you as well. So the session is equally helpful.
Okay, ma'am.
Can we turn on our cameras, please, everyone? Hi, Shrikant. Hi, Rohan. Okay, there is a chat option also here, right? If you're comfortable in writing your queries or doubts, you can use the chat option also. You can unmute yourself whenever you have any doubts, any queries. Till then, you can keep yourself on mute. But yes, it would be appreciated if you all keep your videos on so that we can make it an interactive session. Yes, I can see Rohan, I can see Sadvik, Matthew, I can see. Okay. So except 2 students, everyone is sitting for additional maths. Rohan is also from extended maths, right, Rohan? Okay. So I think we can begin now. Welcome everyone. Welcome to this IGCSE Additional Math Masterclass. I am Ishana and I teach maths here at Sparkle. Anyone has any idea what are we going to discuss in today's session? What are all are the points that we'll be covering? Any ideas? Are we going to revise the entire syllabus? Okay. No? Yes, no, nothing?
No, ma'am. We are not going to revise the full syllabus.
Yes, so today's session focuses on understanding the exam structure, the patterns, and how to approach the papers with more clarity and confidence. Okay, so we'll look at some questions. We'll look at what examiner want us to write and when will he or she give marks to us. We'll understand the practical strategies that we can apply straight away. And as a takeaway, you will also receive a curated mock exam covering all the papers along with the detailed answer guidance. So are we all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So this is what it is mentioned here. We'll be discussing exam structure and mark scheme, past papers and topic weightage, some common mistakes that we as students do, the recent syllabus, the patterns, and how to make, a smart plan to prepare. Okay. Now, before I start off with how the paper structure looks like, I want to ask from you and let us see how many of you know about your papers. I'll just give you a poll. Try to answer that, okay? Can you see the questions? The duration and marks for paper 1 and paper 2 are same. Yes or no? Okay, I can see some responses. 2 students are still left to answer. Okay, so I got 50. Now we are towards the good part. Yes, so we have 60-40% weightage ratio. That means some of you have not answered it correctly, maybe because you are from extended. So additional maths paper, the duration and marks for both the papers are same. Any idea anyone knows what is the duration of the paper?
It's 2 hours.
Perfect. And how many marks it is for?
80 each.
80 each. Perfect. So this is how paper 1, which is non-calculator, 80 marks and 2 hours. And paper 2 is also 80 marks, 2 hours. And here calculator is allowed. Okay. Let's see one more question. Okay. Give me 1 second. Weightage for each paper is 50% in the final score. Yes. So weightage for each paper is 50%. That means both are equally important. Okay. Now, do you think paper 2 is easier because we have calculator in that?
No.
It
Okay,
is.
it is. Anybody else who think it is or who think it is not?
It is easier.
Mhm.
It's not.
Okay. So calculator paper is, yes, a little easier because calculation stuff you can do using your calculator. But at the same point, you also need to understand that calculator paper also demands strong algebra, right? Because you will not be able to do algebra using calculator. So for calculator paper also, you have to be very strong with your algebra skills, your reasoning skills. Okay. The grade ranges A star to E, where A star you'll get if you score the best, and then A, B, C, D, and so on. I hope this is okay and we are on the same page. Perfect. Now, where most marks tend to be, this is an official pattern. This is what I have observed when I was going through different papers. That 35 to 40% marks are from algebra and functions. Okay, so that starting unit, the algebra and functions part, where you feel that okay, this is very easy, algebra we are doing since so long, we'll be able to do it very nicely. No, that is somewhere students make most of the mistakes, the basic algebra things. So you have to be very careful with that. Second, trigonometry, 20 to 25% of the weightage trigonometry also holds. Then coordinate geometry is 10 to 15%, and then differentiation and integration is 20 to 25%. Okay, so you can see algebra and functions, then differentiation, integration, trig, and then coordinate geometry. I would also suggest you to go through past paper questions and understand the patterns, what kind of questions are coming, because sometimes the pattern is repeated, there is similar type of questions coming. Okay, how many of us have seen past paper questions before this? Okay, Anaya, who else? Matthew has seen, Alex. Perfect, perfect. So are we all from Sparkle? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, some students are from Sparkle. So because why did I ask this? Because at Sparkle we do past paper questions very often. So those students must have seen the past paper questions. Those who are not from Sparkle but still have seen past papers, very good. Keep going through past paper questions, see the patterns, observe what kind of questions are coming, and then plan your preparation, then plan your practice accordingly. Then what recent papers are consistently showing? Again, this is something that I've observed when I was going through different papers. The starting papers were direct algebraic and function based questions. Okay, so as I said, something that you can do very quickly, but again you have to be very careful because those quick calculation, those quick things often leads to some mistakes. Then the middle of papers is mixed topic questions, something like algebra plus trigonometry or trigonometry plus calculus. They have given a trigonometric function, they have asked you to do the differentiation and integration sort of the things. So that is somewhere where mixed variety of questions comes. And the end of paper is long structured calculus or coordinate geometry problems. Anyone here can tell me what kind of long structured calculus questions looks like? Yes, Adaya.
So I was recently doing this paper, and in paper 2, there was this 9 marker for like integration of a curve. So
Okay.
there was a diagram given, and then you had to find all the points.
Yes.
Then you had to evaluate based on limits.
Okay.
And
Great.
all of the 2025 papers have like integration, like the curve based, like the area under the curve question.
Yeah.
Like the
Yes.
marker.
Applications. Correct. What else?
Um,
Has anyone seen those kind of questions where first you have to apply your mensuration skills and prove that surface area or volume of this figure will look something like this? No? Okay. Visit some past paper questions. There are optimization kind of problems where first you have to show that, okay, S surface area or volume equals this, and then further differentiate, find the stationary points, classify the stationary
Oh
points.
yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Those are the kind of questions which are long structured questions also, which we have seen in past papers. And I'm sure when you will go through different past papers, you will also see some of them. Okay? Shall we move ahead? Are we on the same page? Okay. Repeated patterns, as I said, there are very similar question structures that repeat every year. So make sure you're going through it. Now, how examiner actually award marks? The examiner will not see that, okay, the student has written a long answer and then let's give more marks. Every important step gives you a mark. M means the method mark. For the working that you are doing, you get a method mark. For the final correct answer, you get the accuracy mark. And for some independent steps, for example, you have written your answer was wrong, but the reasoning is correct. Your answer is not correct, but the statement that you have mentioned that, okay, because I have to prove two real and unequal roots, discriminant has to be greater than 0. Those independent statement gives you those B marks. Okay, so showing your working is very important, because even if your final answer is incorrect, final answer is not correct, you will still get your method marks. Getting my point? Also, there are no negative marks. You're only getting positive marks. So there is no point of leaving the answers, leaving the questions blank. No. Because anyway, you are going to lose marks if you're leaving, right? So whatever you know, at least the starting initial 2, 3 steps, maybe you can get 1 or 2 marks. Not sure. You may also lose them. But anyway, you are not getting if you are leaving the questions, right? So let us try to get those 1 or 2 method marks which are possible. Okay. Then I've seen some students who do small misread. So I've seen students that on one page they are writing x square minus 3x plus 2. And when they turn the page, they write x square plus 3x plus 2. Matthew is smiling because I'm talking about him. Sometimes he also do these things, right? So this is something that you have to avoid. But even if you do this, even if you are misreading the question, the final answer is incorrect, you will still get your method marks if the method is sound. Okay. So here I will emphasize on the working. Working needs to be shown. Basis on working, you will get the marks. Okay. So write one clear algebraic step per line. Never skip transformations or logical steps. State identities before using them. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. There was a notebook that I was checking, and there was this cos squared theta written over there in one of the equation. And in the next line, the student wrote sine squared theta minus 1 as cos squared theta. Can anyone tell me why the student lost mark here?
It's supposed to be 1 minus sine squared theta.
Yes. I hope every one of us knows sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is 1.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just mistakenly we just are writing cos squared theta as sine squared theta minus 1. So what I would suggest is to write the identity first if you are not sure, or if you do such kinds of mistakes, and then write cos squared theta is 1 minus sine squared theta. So state the identities before using them to avoid the mistake. Give exact answers unless stated otherwise. So sometimes what the students do, they're solving a quadratic equation, let's say, they are getting the answer in decimals and they are rounding off those answers. If the question is not asking you to round off to 1 dp or some significant figures, try to give exact answer. Don't give the whole numbers, whole values. Okay. Everyone is understanding what I'm talking about here? Yes. And then we have to finish with a clear concluding statement. We should have a conclusion written at the end of the answer. I hope this part till here, it's clear to everyone. Okay. Keep giving me thumbs up so I know that you are there listening. Okay. Now, common mistakes we will be discussing. This is my question to you. You must have done algebraic questions, the unit algebra. Any mistakes that you are doing when you solve any algebraic equation, or if you have seen your friends doing any such mistakes which you should avoid during your final exam? No? No mistakes you do or your friends do in algebra that you should avoid? Any kind of basic algebraic mistakes?
Like when you're like rearranging and then you just forget to switch the signs.
Exactly. Switching the signs. What else?
Just general misreads, like not reading one line of the question properly.
Those are general basic mistakes. Okay. Anything else? leaving the answer unsimplified.
Yeah, and also like when you're cross multiplying, like when you're multiplying, you just forget to multiply the right hand side or something.
Exactly. Or when we are multiplying, let's say we are doing 2 times the entire thing, we don't put bracket, we just multiply it with one term,
Yeah.
not both the terms. Right. Perfect. So we have to avoid these things. Incorrect cancelling or expansion. By here, what I mean, some students do x square plus 3 upon x and they cancel x with this x. Is it fine? This is not correct,
Yeah, that
right? Skipping factorization, that you don't factorize, you just write, okay, this is the equation, let's say x square minus 5x plus 6. And people think, okay, 6 and 1 is giving me the same, 2 and 3 is giving me the same. They just write it out. They just write down the answers. Do factorizations so that you are able to know what is the final correct answer. Ignoring the domain or the restrictions. Sometimes the restrictions are given to you, the domain is given to you. We ignore that domain. That is the most important thing that you should understand. Whenever a domain is given to you, it holds some importance. Okay? And leaving answers unsimplified, as I discussed, you have to simplify your answer. You have to give your answer in the simplest form to gain that final accuracy mark. Fine. Okay. What are the trigonometric mistakes anyone has made till now, till date, or your friends have made that you should avoid in your exams?
not writing the other possible answer.
Yes, that is the
Or
most common
going,
mistake.
or going past the domain in unit circle.
Exactly. Anything else in trigonometry?
Messing up the identities.
Messing up the identities, as I just told, cos
Yeah.
square theta. Yes. Graphs. Graphs hold some importance. What
Yeah,
kind
those
of?
are the amplitude and period. I
Yes.
think that's where I mess up.
Okay. Okay. And what kind of graphs a teacher looks for? Just the
Sketches.
just the normal sketches? Is there something that a teacher is looking for, particularly in the graphs?
In what sense? Like the shape or?
Maybe the shape. Does the shape matter? Should it be smooth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it has to be smooth. There shouldn't be any like scratching.
Right. X and Y axis labels should be written.
Hmm.
What else? The key features should be mentioned in the graphs.
Yeah, the intercepts.
Exactly. So these are some common trigonometric mistakes that I observe. Using identities incorrectly, which we covered. Mixing degrees and radians. So sometimes the question is asked in degrees and students write the answer in radians or vice versa. That is somewhere you will lose your accuracy mark. Okay, if the question is being asked in the radian form, try to answer it in radians. If it is asked in degrees, try to answer it in degrees. Missing general solutions that Shrikant mentioned, that we don't look at the domain in the unit circle, we just write one answer. Poor or missing diagrams. So we need a smooth curve. We need all the key features mentioned on the graph. This is okay. This is fine so far. Okay. Calculus mistakes. What all calculus mistakes are you making?
Integrating wrong.
Okay.
Just like when usually the definite integration questions are really like long and they require lots of arithmetic, so I make like basic arithmetic mistakes, which is yeah.
Okay. There is one more common mistake that
So
most of the
getting plus
students do.
C.
Yes, exactly. That is what I was talking about. Plus C. So many students miss writing that plus C. But remember, even if your integration is correct, you have not written plus C in indefinite integration, you're not going to get the final accuracy mark. Okay. So that plus C is very important. Differentiating unsimplified expressions. So sometimes I have seen students, they don't simplify this. They just try to do the differentiation of 2x alone, x square plus 3 alone. Or maybe if they are doing it correctly, they messes up in the method because they have not simplified the expressions first. So try to simplify them first. Don't forget constants of integration. You also have to interpret the stationary points, whether it is a maxima or it is a minima. Okay. Interpreting is very important and the notations should be correct. D over dx, d over dy, d2 by dx square. It should not be the other way around. Right? Okay. Let's move ahead. Easy marks that we are commonly donating is missing or unclear working. So we have to write our answer in a structured manner with correct mathematical notations. with proper final conclusion and with correct rounding. And if it is not stated in the question, we have to give the exact answers. Okay. By not doing these things, you are donating your easy marks. Is that clear? The structure, it should be structured. You should have all the things mentioned plus the final conclusion with the correct notations. Okay. Now, how can we prepare smartly? So I just want to know, how are you preparing right now? You all are sitting in the Feb March series, or is there someone from May June series as well?
I'm doing the May June series.
Okay,
I'm also doing major.
May June. Rohin is also doing May June. What about others? Feb March?
Feb
May,
March,
June,
yeah.
Okay. So how are you preparing? How have you started doing the preparation for the finals?
I take the syllabus and then I cross off the things I know and then I practice the things I don't know.
Okay, so you
And I
are making a
paper.
checklist.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Timed
What
past
else?
papers.
Yes, Shrikant?
Timed past papers.
Very good. Timed past papers is very important. I know everyone is preparing for their finals. Why is nobody telling their strategy? Okay, so these are some of the things. Syllabus checklist, which Anaya mentioned. You have to tick off the topics that you know very nicely, that you are able to do exam style questions on those. Don't just tick off the topic that I know the concept, okay, I'll be able to do the question. You don't have to see I will be able to. You have to check whether you are able to do the questions or not, whether you are able to do the exam style questions specifically or not. Okay. Then timed practice, as Shrikant mentioned, we have to do full papers under exams condition. There is no point of doing half paper today, half paper tomorrow. Sit for a while, sit for 2 hours, try to do the paper, and then see how much are you able to do, how much are you able to score. You can also group the questions by topic. Okay, today I'll do algebra questions. If you want to, make your concept stronger, that okay, I feel trigonometry is where I need more practice. So group trigonometric questions and then try to, solve the past paper and maintain a personal error log. See what are the mistakes you are making. It's okay to make mistakes, but you should learn from them. Okay, you should record them, that okay, these are all the errors that I'm making the errors in the domain kind of the questions, I'm making the error in double angle identities, and then see how can you remove them, how are you doing, what are you doing to eliminate those errors. And then finally, weekly review, how many errors have you fixed, because you have to fix the repeated errors before they become habits. Now, this is approximate grade versus marks. This is not the fixed trend. This is something that keeps on changing depending upon the level of difficulty of the paper and the average performance of the students. So for typical mark range is this, around 136 to 160, you're getting an A star. So even if you get one or two questions incorrect, you can still get an A star. Okay, it's not like you have to get 100% to get an A star. So we can all aim for A star, can we? How many
Yeah.
of us are aiming for A star? Yes. Everyone should aim for A star. Nobody should be there who is not aiming for A star. Let's aim big. Okay. So A star is for 136 to 160. This is a typical mark range. Then 120 to 135 A, and this is how it goes on. So there is a mark range. We will also look at the real Cambridge 0606. This is additional math paper code. Cambridge style questions, where we will not focus on the final answers. What we will be focusing on is how to start the question, how to structure the question, and how can we avoid the errors. Right? Are you all ready to see some of the past paper questions?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before we move to the past paper questions, one more thing that I want to tell is there are some sections, maybe some questions that are, grouped in different sections, like investigation section, when you have kind of geometric series and those kind of things where you have to, understand what is the pattern there. You have to start with simple cases, build up the formula, and then you have to work on that. There is a modeling section, you know, where you have to think, okay, what will be applied here, geometric series or something, exponential function, kind of that. And then you have to test the function as a model.
Isn't this
And what,
sorry, sorry for interrupting. Isn't this for international?
no, international investigation is a different paper altogether, right? In additional math, I'm not talking about the different paper. I'm talking about the questions, which are from geometric series kind of questions, exponential functions kind of questions. So this is how you have to attempt it. You have to start simple, understand the function, and then start attempting the question. Okay. Then clear variables and definitions is what examiner is looking for. Use of tables, graphs from the calculator. So for you can use the values from the scientific calculator that you are having. And conclusions should be written in context, not just the equations. I hope this is fine. Everyone, can I get a thumbs up if this is clear? Okay. So let us see some of the past paper questions. This is one question from trigonometry. Can anyone tell me what should be the first step while solving this question? Yes, Anaya, just the first step I need.
You substitute sine x as another variable. So like, I don't know, a.
Okay, perfect. Can we substitute sine x as x?
No.
No,
Why?
because X is already
It's to
there.
kind of like avoid confusion because x is already mentioned.
Yes, confusion also, and x is here the angle. It's defined as an angle, so we can't use it as a different variable.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so A is fine. What will be the next step, anyone?
Quadratic equation.
Yes, you will get a quadratic equation. So let us try to write that quadratic equation. Can anyone help me with the splitting part?
2a square minus 2a minus a plus 1.
Okay,
So that's 2a minus, yeah.
okay. So I'm getting the answers. Are these my final answers?
No.
No,
Then what?
you substitute A with sine X, and then you
Okay. Then can anyone tell me what is the final answer?
30 and what's 90.
Okay.
It's, wait, there's got to be two more.
Okay, think of it. Take your time. Shrikant, domain restrictions.
Yeah.
You only told me you make this error. You don't consider the unit circle. This is the time you have to consider it and think of it.
So 30, 150, 90 and 270.
What is sine 270?
Wait, let me check.
Yes, other students also please participate. Pratham, Sadvik, Matthew, Rohin.
Oh wait, that's minus 1. Oh.
We have so many students. Please try to answer and take part. So what are the answers?
Is it 90, 150, and 30
Degrees.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Those-
yes. So two things. One, you have to, substitute it as some of the variable, sin x as something a, b, or u. And then the answer that you get, that is for sin x. That is not the final answer. Second thing, which is most important, is you have to see this interval. You will get different values, not just one value or two value. Is that fine? Is that clear to all of us? What if I would have got an answer sin x equals 2? Then what if I'm getting something like sin x equals 2? Then how many values will I get from this?
None.
None. Why?
Because it's out of the amplitude range.
Yes, so we'll just simply reject because sin x take values between -1 to 1.
Hmm.
We'll reject this and we'll go for the next second value. Okay. I hope this is clear how to attempt this kind of questions. So first step should be let sin x equals a, and then you will do the rest of the part. You have to write this, let sin x equals a. Otherwise, what is a? I don't know as an examiner. Okay, let's see if we can do a question from a different topic. Differentiation. Can anyone who has not answered till now tell me what would be the first step here? Anyone from additional math? Alex, Niranjan,
Differentiate the equation.
differentiate the equation, correct? So let's differentiate it together. Can anyone tell me how will we differentiate it? What will be the function? Yes, Matthew, you can also try.
3x squared
Yes,
minus 12x
correct.
plus 9.
Very good. What will be the next step, Shrikant?
After this, what's it called? We equate it to 0 and then we solve the quadratic.
Very good. We'll solve the quadratic. We will get some values. And Anaya, what will we do with those values?
Those wait, so after we get these values, we'll find the double derivative
Okay.
and then substitute those values into the original function.
Okay. What happens if that when you substitute those values in the double derivative, if the sign is positive, can anyone other than Anaya or Shrikant or Matthew tell me what happens?
It's the minimum.
Very good, Pratham. And when it is negative, it's
Maximum.
maximum. Perfect. Okay, so we are going in the right direction. Let's see one last question. Find integration of this function and hence find the area bounded by the curve and the x-axis between x equals 0 and x equals 2. Any student who has not answered till now and is from additional math, can you try this? The first step is very simple. Okay, yes, Anaya, what will we do here?
So you basically integrate the curve within the limits of 0 and 2.
Okay.
And where should I say the integration thing?
No, not the integration thing. So you're saying we just have to integrate it within the limits.
Yeah.
Anyone who is having a different answer? No? Okay. Do you all agree with me? This question is broken down into two parts. Find this and hence find the area, right? So when they are asking the first part to find the integration of this, is it definite or indefinite?
That's indefinite.
That's indefinite. So do we need to write the constant of
No.
integration?
Yeah, we need to write the constant.
Yes. So first you have to do the indefinite integration with the constant there, and then you will put the limits from 0 to 2. Is that clear? Will not. So some students, what do? They just integrate it. Let's suppose I'm getting x cube minus 4x. Okay, I'll just do it step by step. And they don't write C, they just put the limits. But no, the first step was just asking you the integration. So the first accuracy mark that I will give you is for 3x cube by 3, which is x cube minus 2x square plus x plus c. And then I will go to the B part and check this answer. Is that clear? Okay. How often do you show your working to your teachers? Anyone?
Very often.
Okay. You are showing it in the school during your test or in the classes as well?
In classes, mostly in classes.
Okay. Okay. Your school teachers, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So any inputs that the teacher is giving, anything particular mistakes that you people are doing?
Mostly just really silly mistakes. Otherwise, nothing else.
Yeah,
Okay.
and also the presentation.
Okay, presentation, silly mistakes is something that you people need to work upon. Here also, when we teach at Sparkle, we have that note vision device where, students are writing the answers and we are just able to see what they are writing and then we are accordingly instructing and guiding them what all are the mistakes. So that is where also I have observed that students do calculation errors, they do basic silly errors and maybe something which can be eliminated. Okay, so please work upon your basic things, the basic algebraic steps, these basic errors like constants of integration, the domain things. This will help you a lot in scoring those 5 to 7 marks which you are easily donating. Are we all ready to find some errors? Errors in some of my students' work when I was observing those in Note Vision. Okay, raise your hand before telling. Just raise your hand if you are able to find the error. Okay, Anaya got the error.
I'm not entirely sure if that's an error, but
Okay, we'll discuss that very soon. Let's see how many of you are able to see that mistake. Okay, Pratham has also identified the mistake. Very good. Okay, have all of you read the question? Satvik has also found the error. The others, have you reviewed the answer completely? If you didn't find the error, it's okay. We can move ahead. We can discuss what is the error. But just let me know, have you seen that? Have you gone through the answer completely? Other students? Okay. So let us start with Anaya. Anaya, according to you, what was the error?
So the first error I saw was that minus sine A by cos A should be equal to 0. Because you're shifting everything to the other side.
Okay. Let us see this. Minus sine A equals cos A you are getting, right?
Yeah.
And you are saying minus sine A by cos A equals 0.
Yeah.
Minus sine A by cos A will be equal to 1 only, Anaya. When you
Wait,
shift
why?
it in negative, then it becomes 0. Because you're sending it in division, there is still a 1 times cos A, right? It is 1 times cos A, right? You're sending it in division, so that still have 1 there. But when you send it in subtraction,
yeah.
then you have nothing added up there. So that's 0.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yes. Pratham, what was the mistake that you found?
I think that was the error. When moving cos A to the other side, they should have subtracted instead of dividing.
That's fine. That will give you the correct answer only. Okay, Shrikant also got the error. Sadvik, what was the error that you found?
When they were finding tan A, like they used 1 instead of -1.
Yes, exactly. They wrote 1 here. Okay. Shrikant, what error you found?
Oh wait, okay, no, it's not an error, sorry.
Not an error. Okay. Any other
I
error? There
have
is
one
one.
more.
Yes, Anaya.
7 pi by 4 is out of the range.
Very good. 7 pi by 4 is out of the range. So what should be the other value? Should there be any other value?
There should be minus 3 pi by 4. Because
No.
it kind of reflects on the other side.
When you write minus 3 pi by 4, I hope you know tan of negative x is negative tan x. And tan 3 pi by 4 is already negative. That will give you a positive answer.
Oh.
Yeah, it should be negative pi by 4. Okay, because tan of negative pi by 4 will give you negative tan pi by 4. That's negative 1.
Okay.
Clear? So domain, the student ignored the domain. That was an error. The student wrote here 1, whereas it was negative 1. However, he considered to find the negative values, the angles for the negative values, but he forgot the domain which was given in the question, which is very important. I hope it is clear to everyone what was the error. Are we all ready to find the error in the next question? We'll follow the same process. Whoever finds the error will just raise the hand. Go for it. Part A is correct. There is an error in part B. Maybe 1, 2, 3. Feel free to raise your hand if you find any one of the error. Okay.
Could I say it? Because it's not like a math error.
It's okay. There can be errors which are not math errors.
Yeah.
That is also fine.
I feel like the curve should be more like, not that much of a wave. So there shouldn't be that much of an angle. And like the spacing, should be equal.
Okay. Presentation is not up to the mark. Good. Anybody else? Any other error? It may not be the math error.
So intercepts not being labeled are also an error, right?
Exactly. Key features are not there. That is an error. What else? Anyone else? No? Okay. Axis labels are missing. Yes, Sadvik, you were saying something?
I think the amplitude isn't high enough. It only goes to 2 when it's supposed to be 4.
No. So if you see the question, which it's a plus b sine cx, amplitude is 4. So 4 sine cx and the value of a is coming out to be negative 2 for the student, which was correct, right? So when amplitude is 4, it goes from 4 to negative 4,
Okay, yeah.
negative 4 to 4, and then negative 2, so 2 to negative 6.
Okay, yeah, my
So
bad.
that bit is correct, but yes, his graph should reach till 2. It is not even reaching at 2. So presentation, of course, is not fine. Axis labels should be there, x and y labels which are not there. And the key features, the intercept should have been mentioned. This is fine. Shall we see one last question for the errors? We are towards the end of this. Let's see. There is only one error in this question. I just want you to find out that. Just in solving this equation. Whoever raises the hand first gets the chance to answer first. Yes, Shrikant.
In the second step, the negative sign isn't accounted for.
That negative 3 sine 3x went there, become positive 3 sine 3x.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't read it.
No worries. Yes. Anyone else? Yes, Anaya.
Wait, when you divide sine 3x divided by cos 3x, shouldn't that be tan 3x?
Exactly. Sine 3x by cos 3x gives you tan 3x and not tan x.
Yeah, so the
Students
answer
in
is wrong.
hurry. Yes, the answer becomes wrong. It will become then pi by 9.
9, yeah, because 3x is equal to pi by 3.
Correct. So there you lost one method mark because sine 3x by cos 3x should be tan 3x. And you also lost one accuracy mark.
How many marks was this?
This was for 4 mark.
Oh, so 2, yeah, yeah.
So you got 2. So this is something that you have to be careful about. Sometimes I know you all know that sine 3x by cos 3x will give you tan 3x. The angle does not change. But sometimes students in hurry, they just do, okay, sine 3x by cos 3x gives you tan x. You have to avoid these errors. Okay? So additional math rewards the structure and clarity. Your answers should be well organized, well structured, with complete clarity and conclusion to get the marks. Strong algebra is, of course, something that is needed. Calculus questions are highly predictable. So when I say this, make sure you're going through different past papers, you're noticing the patterns, you're seeing the similarity, and then accordingly you are practicing those types of questions. Okay? Clear working protects your marks. So even if your answers are not correct, if you have shown your clear working, you will get good number of marks. However, I would suggest you all to make sure that your answers are also correct. Planned practice beats random practice. So in order to just take up some question, take up some past paper or some concept and doing that, plan it first. What do I know? What is something that I don't know? What is something that I need practice on? Which are the topics whose exam questions I'm not able to click? Which topics I need more uh, practice and time? Am I able to do a past paper question under timed condition? So plan your strategies and then accordingly, go for it. Planned practice beats random practice. Create your personal checklist that these are my 3 high weight topics which are, my weakest. These are the algebra skills that I must improve. These are the trigonometric skills, the domain that I'm forgetting every time, the calculus questions where I lose marks, and 3 habits that I will change immediately. Okay, I won't ask you to write it right now, but make sure you are writing it at home. Okay, you are understanding what are the weakest points, where are you losing the marks. Okay, any questions, anyone, any of you, any questions, anything which was not clear in the session or something additional that you want to ask? No, everything is sorted. Okay, you all must have given your mocks, right?
Yeah.
Going to start.
Your mocks are going to start. Okay, those who have given, how was it?
It was pretty good. So for me, I've always gotten less in Calci. And no, wait, not Calci, then Calci.
Okay, and this time also it was the same.
Ideally, I mean, it was just a 5 mark difference. I got 70 and 75.
Okay, okay, but look at your mistakes, see what were wrong in the paper,
Hmm.
and accordingly work upon them. Who
Yeah.
else? Sadvik, did you give your mocks? Pratham, other students, Ranjan, Alex,
Yes, ma'am, I give it.
how was
Yeah,
it?
we just finished the mock.
I made a lot of silly mistakes. So I lost like 7 marks because I did like I forgot a 9 in an equation.
Oh, okay. So are we working on those mistakes now? Are we working on the plans or some things which will help us to, reduce those errors?
Yeah, like in pre-final 2, I made sure to write each question big so that I know what I'm writing beforehand and I don't make any mistakes like that.
Okay, good. Trust your preparation, think like an examiner, and marks comes with clarity. Marks comes from clarity. You have to trust your preparation, think like an examiner, and then marks will follow. Okay? This is the upcoming live masterclasses schedule. We have biology on 21st Jan at the same time, and English literature, sorry, on 24th Jan, same time. You remember I told you that as a key takeaway, we will give you curated mock test papers, right? With answer guidance. You just have to, I'll share this poll with you. You just have to share the email ID. Okay? Give me 1 second. Okay. So please mention your email ID where you would like to receive the mock papers. We'll send you the mock papers on this ID, and we will also provide the complete answer guidance. Okay, everyone have answered? Perfect. So I hope the session was clear and a bit helpful to all of you. Yes, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It was.
Okay. Best
Yes.
wishes to everyone. All the best. Do very well in your exams. Make you yourself, your parents, and your teachers proud. Okay? Bye. Have a great day. We will be ending this meeting now.
You too.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, everyone.